welcome to Desmond's Donders. This is just a short video to wish all our subscribers and viewers a very Merry Christmas and the very best wishes for 2019. We would like to thank everybody for watching our videos, commenting, liking and basically joining us in our journeys. We hope you join us in 2019. We have no idea where we're going, but that's not unusual for us. And we will see you in the new year. All the very best. Bye now.
And Merry Christmas. And so what we intend to do this week, a series of videos, will be a waffle as normal tomorrow, and on Friday there'll be a review of the year, kind of. But in the meantime, we're on a donder, we're enjoying our time away, and we hope you're enjoying your holiday too. So for this video there's going to be no pictures, you're going to have to listen to us, but we're going to finally tell the tale of my first trip on detachment in a Nimrod. So it was my first trip, and we're off for a few days in Keflavik in Iceland, just to do some work with our American colleagues and patrolling the GI-UK gap. So off we went for a few days, back of a Nimrod, a few things to last us 2 or 3 days, and we're going to operate out of Keflavik, the US Naval Base, and then return home. So the last day of the trip, everything's packed on the Nimrod and we taxi out to the end of the runway, and just as they're going through final checks, the navigators and the co-pilot call out a discrepancy in the pitot-static system airspeed indicators. So at this point we shut down, or we taxi back, shut down and ask for hangarage so that we can dry out the aircraft to try again. We then, once we've got the aircraft put to bed and being dried out so that we can travel home the next day, we shuffle off to bed. Actually it began with a B, but it wasn't bed yet. We went for the bar. Meanwhile, back at home, Lindsay hears this.
They have a new, shiny new airman straight from training, and they asked him, phone the wives, don't let them panic, just tell them they're not coming home, they'll be home tomorrow. So as our name's Benison, I was the unfortunate one who was first. So the phone rang. Hello Mrs. Benison, it's SAC, whatever, I can't remember his name, it was so long ago. The plane's not coming home. Bang. That's the phone going down. I thought, okay. Put the phone down and stood and thought, okay, where is he? What's happened? What's going on? We'd only been married about 2 years, and I thought, this isn't right. The phone rings again, and it's one of our neighbours who also happens to be a crew chief that's on David's shift. Lindsay, you haven't fainted, have you? No. Alright, okay. They've had a problem with the plane. They're fine. They're coming home tomorrow. Okay, thanks. I'll let the lady know at the end of the road, who was very heavily pregnant and thankfully didn't have a telephone. Back to David.
So we got up the next morning and we went off to see the Nimrod. Aircraft was dried out, pitot-statics passed their functional tests, so we started to prep for going home. And we pushed the aircraft out and applied power, and we were just about to call the aircrew when there was a shout for a fire warning. The fire warnings had gone off. So we quickly shut everything down, and sure enough the smoke disappeared. So we investigated and we found out what the problem was and set about a repair. But of course, by the time we'd finished and cleared the smoke and cleared up again, the crew were out of time, having been on duty all day now, and so we had no choice but to wrap the aircraft up and head back to the bar. We'll fly home tomorrow though. So, meanwhile, back at home, Lindsay got this.
The phone rings. Hello, Mrs. Bennison, it's SAC, hee again, whatever. Laughing his little head off. There's been a fire. Bang goes the phone. I thought, okay, give it a couple of minutes and then Dutch will phone me back. I won't repeat what he said, it's not polite. But basically, we got told what David just told us, but kind of milder. And thought, okay, is he coming home tomorrow? They should be home tomorrow. Right, fine, thanks Dutch, I'll see you later. Put the phone down. Back to David.
So, we got up again. Heads are a bit sore by now. We went out to the aircraft to prepare to fly home. And got the engine started. We taxied out this time. We're at the end of the runway again. Yay, we're going home, we're going. No, we're not. That doesn't sound right. One of the engines started to run down. Now, while an Nimrod can take off and land perfectly well, this engine's the engine that they sink all the other ones off, etc, etc. And we were doing a sortie on the way home, so we couldn't. So we pushed back. We taxied back in, and yeah, we broke again. We did some diagnostics. The engine man that was with us tried a few things. No joy. But he knew what part he needed, and it was one of the parts we didn't routinely carry. So he sent back a signal to the UK saying, we're delayed again, and could they send us out, and I forget what the part was, but he ordered the part he needed, and the reply back was yes, it would be coming out the next day, and they'd expect us home. So yeah, guess where we went again? Yeah, that bar. By this time, of course, there was I should say there was a clock in this bar that ran backwards. Kept the right time, but it ran backwards. It was beginning to make sense. Anyway, meanwhile, back at home, Lindsay gets...
Hello, Mrs. Bennison, it's me again. And I says, before you go any further, they're not coming home. How do you know? I says, you wouldn't be phoning me otherwise. I'll wait until I hear from Dutch. Thank you, bye-bye. Put the phone down. Dutch phoned. What happened? I says, nothing. I says, I just didn't want to hear it from him. The engine's broke. They'll be back tomorrow. Okay, thanks Dutch. See you later. Bye.
Meanwhile, we're back at Kettle a bit, yeah. Heads are getting really sore now. I forgot to mention that we have a couple of passengers with us. A padre and what was then called a lumpy jumper. A WAF. With us there on a jolly, having fun. Were they having fun? I guess not at this time. So much to our worry, shall we say, chagrin, the aircraft arrived with the spare part and our passengers jumped on it and flew home. The padre used the excuse that he had to go to work on Sunday. So we fitted the engine part and it worked, but we're still not going home because again we're out of crew time and they want us to do a sortie on the way home. So we're stuck in another night in Kettlebek. Meanwhile, back at home, you can guess this bit, can't you, by now? Lindsay got the phone call.
Hello, Mrs. Bennison, it's me again. They're not coming home. Bang goes the phone. Oh, that's short and sweet. I didn't even wait for Dutch. I knew what was happening, so we just waited and waited and then waited some more. I don't think he was allowed to make phone calls after that trip. It was too much work.
Anyway, the next morning we taxied out, saw Heads by this time, and we're at the end of the runway. The engines are turning, making the noise. We start rolling down the runway. We're getting to to the middle of the runway. The pilot calls V1. Shortly after that he calls V2, and we hear a noise. It's alright, it's the undercarriage coming up. We're on our way home, thankfully. If I can find the picture, I'll include it here. And this is a picture of the engine man and the crew chief, who'd been kind of busy, finishing off their trip from Keflavik back to Kinloss. So thank you for watching this tale from both sides of my first trip to Iceland, to Keflavik. First of many deployments with the Nimrod fleet. But I think that's one that Lindsay will never forget.
Yeah, for all the wrong reasons.
Okay, thanks for watching and bye for now.
Bye bye. Hello and welcome to Desmond's Donders. This is just a video short, I hope, to wish everybody a very Merry Christmas and all the very best wishes for 2019.
Cut! Start again.
Why do I always have to go first?
Because you're the one who wanted to do this video.